The term quiet quitting has been around for a couple of years. You've probably heard it. It references when employees are kind of just mailing it in and doing the bare minimum at work, checking out, if you will. The concept has existed long before now in a few different terms. And there's a new catchphrase that's going on in the workplace in a similar vein. This one's called quiet cracking. Joining us now to talk about that is Ben Frank, Senior Director of Wellness at NAMI Chicago, the National Alliance for Mental Illness. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much for having me, Marie.
I did not know about quiet cracking until today. If you're like me, define it for everyone watching.
I think it's an old term and an old idea that we know about. It's the notion of struggling quietly, not sharing how you're feeling, and trying to keep it below radar and doing it within the workplace.
And almost acting like above ground things are okay, or?
Trying very much to keep it a secret, not let on that things might not be okay. And this is something that we know as a mental health advocacy organization is a familiar experience.
Sure. Why do you think now we have this new term for it? We're talking about this concept more. Is it the world today, society? What do you think?
I think a little bit of that, and quiet quitting was a notion of people moving, and they felt the freedom to do so. I think there's some ideas that folks may not feel like they have a lot of options, which impedes some of the desire to get help.
Sure, but then that feeling day to day, right, of just like slogging through it and feeling terrible underneath it all.
Yes.
I mean, that's wear and tear on the body and mind.
It absolutely is, on top of all the other stress that happens with work and with what's happening at home in our communities and all over the place.
So if someone identifies this in themselves, what is your advice to them on how they can either look out for themselves personally or maybe change what's happening in the workplace?
Yeah, the first thing I would tell everyone is you're going to be okay.
It's important to hear.
There are ways through this, even when you don't believe it. So reaching out to somebody who can help you believe that is the #1 most important thing. The desire to improve how you're feeling really leads to great outcomes. So reaching out to people who support, who care about you. There are answers within the workplace that can resolve this. There are benefits that can support your needs.
Like maybe talking to someone, and that might be
seeing a counselor, using your benefits, talking to somebody in HR, talking to a trusted coworker or manager. Those are all really good solutions because it gets the ball rolling and helps lead towards some solutions.
What would you tell the employers if they're noticing this with some of their colleagues or their employees are coming to them looking for this help? What's the advice for people on that end of this issue?
It is really important to set the tone from the top down all the way through that it's okay to struggle, it's okay to be vulnerable, it's okay to ask for help. That's not going to impact your job. That in fact, there are good outcomes when our employees are supported.
And how recently do you think language like that was more commonplace in the workplace?
It's pretty new.
Yeah,
I think we started to see some of this around the time of COVID. There was a lot of concern about employee wellness. There's been new wellness offices set up, and we believe in all of that. We believe in taking care of the humans where they work and sending them home as healthy as we can.
Sure. Okay, these are great tips, and if you resonate, look up this topic. Ben Frank with NAMI Chicago. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate your time and your advice.